Ashley, the wedding is finally next month. Are you really going to marry Kevin? It's not too late. Why don't you cancel the wedding?
Melissa, are you talking about that again? We've already decided to get married. I'm not thinking of canceling the ceremony now.
You know, Kevin and you are out of balance no matter how you look at it. Kevin works for a big company. He's an elite. I pity Kevin, who is parasitized by you.
What? What do you mean by parasitized?
You don't have a job, do you?
Excuse me?
Kevin told me. He said you stay at home all day long. Kevin is a well-paid man, so you're probably planning to be a housewife when you get married. But you don't have a baby yet, so you don't want to live a life without a job. Don't you feel sorry for Kevin, who is working hard?
I'm working.
Huh? You're lying. The apartment you live in is just a stone's throw from my house. I can tell if you go to work every morning or not.
I think I've explained this before. I don't work for a company. I work freelance and use my home as my workspace. I do go out when I have to meet my clients, though.
Freelance, huh? I don't know what you're doing. You're only making pocket money, right?
That's not true. Even when I was single, I earned enough money from my current job. I was able to live by myself all my life.
I'm sure you lived in poverty, eating cheap stuff every day.
Well, actually...
By the way, Ashley, if you get married, of course we'll live together, right?
What? When I decided to get married and went to your place to say hello, I thought we agreed not to live together.
I've changed my mind.
I see.
At the time, my husband was next to me, so I was reserved. I thought my husband would be angry if I pressured Kevin's wife to move in with us, so I kept quiet. But I still think that the eldest son and his wife should live with their parents. Besides, you don't have a good job. You'll save money on rent if you stay with us. It's good for you too, right?
I've been telling you that I'm working, Melissa.
If you refuse to move in with us, I'll cancel the wedding next month.
I'm not moving in with you, and you don't have the authority to cancel my wedding.
Are you trying to get on my nerves? I'm your mother-in-law. You're in a position to marry into my family. It's only natural that you listen to me.
I'm sorry, I have a meeting now, so if you'll excuse me.
What? A meeting?
Yes, I have a meeting at 3, so I'd better get ready.
Isn't 3 o'clock soon? You won't make it in time, will you? The meeting is a lie, isn't it?
The meeting is online, so I can have it from home. Well then...
Hey, Ashley! I haven't finished talking yet. Oh my! Ignoring your mother-in-law. I can't let my son marry a cocky bitch like you after all. I'm going to have to do something about this in earnest.
Hey, Kevin, can I have a word now?
Huh? Yeah, but I only have a minute.
Are you still at work?
No, I'm done working. I'm just out.
You've been out a lot lately.
I'm just going out for a drink with some friends. So, what do you want?
Well, I was wondering if you could help me out with something about your mother.
My mother? What about her?
She thinks I'm unemployed. She wants me to cancel the wedding. And she wants me to move in with her when we get married. She's just now coming to me with all these things.
I see. Well, we can't cancel our wedding, but I'd be happy to move in with her.
What? You're in favor of living together too? You said before that we should live just the two of us as newlyweds. We've already decided on a new house.
Well, it might be easier if it's just the two of us. But I'm the eldest son. I have to take care of Mom and Dad in the future. I think it's better if we live together.
But your parents are still young and in good health. I don't think you have to start living with them now.
It would be better for you too, wouldn't it?
What?
You don't have to pay rent if you live with them. You and Mom can share the housework too.
That's true, but...
What? You hate my parents?
No, I don't hate them.
Then why don't you want to live with them?
Well, not many people like to live with their in-laws. Besides, I work from home. It's going to be hard for me to work from home. Your mother doesn't seem to understand working from home very well. And you say you can save money on rent, but we're not so hard-pressed that we need to economize on rent. Let's just live just the two of us for a while.
Then why don't you quit your job?
Huh?
If you can't live with my parents because you work at home, then all you have to do is quit your job, right?
Kevin, are you serious?
I'm serious. We can live on my earnings alone. Why don't you just become a housewife after we get married?
I'm not going to quit my job. I've worked hard to get this far.
You can do whatever you want. Just don't get in too much trouble with Mom. Don't forget that you're my wife.
What?
And please think positively about moving in with her.
I can't.
Don't be selfish. I'm meeting my friends now. See you later.
What? Wait a minute. Kevin.
Ashley, how dare you betray my son? I'll never forgive you.
What? What are you talking about?
It's no use playing dumb. I saw you cheating on him with my own eyes.
What? I'm not cheating on him. Where and when did you see me?
Yesterday, you were at the cafe in front of the station, weren't you? You were wearing a suit, which is unusual for you, and you were talking happily with a guy.
Oh, that was a business meeting. I needed to discuss some stuff with my client, so we were meeting at a cafe.
Why were you meeting at a cafe? You said you work from home.
I told you I sometimes go out when necessary to meet my clients. I often use that cafe as a meeting place. It's convenient because it's close to the station, and it's quiet enough for business meetings.
That was a date, no matter how you look at it. You were smiling happily, and you always dress so casually in a t-shirt and jeans. You rarely wear a suit.
Of course I would smile at a client who was giving me a job. Besides, we're meeting for a business meeting. I can't just wear a t-shirt and jeans.
I see. So your client is the one you're cheating on Kevin with.
No.
Then prove it right now. I'll believe you if you have proof.
Proof?
See, I knew it. You can't prove it. If you don't have any proof, then it's definitely an affair.
No way.
I guess we'll have to cancel the wedding. You're marrying my son for his money, aren't you?
I'm not after his money.
If you go through with the wedding, I'll reveal your ugly truth at the wedding. I'll tell people that you're having an affair with another man, and that you're a money-grubbing bitch who wants to get married for my son's money.
That's terrible.
Anyway, I'll tell Kevin that you've been cheating on him.
Wait a minute. The company I was meeting with was...
Yeah. I won't listen to any of your excuses. If Kevin finds out his fiancée was cheating on him, I'm sure he'll be disappointed. Well, I'm glad I found out who you really are before the wedding.
I'm not having an affair.
Who would believe a word you say? I will never forgive you for betraying my precious son. You better prepare yourself for what's coming next. Ashley, tomorrow is supposed to be Kevin and your wedding, but I've called the wedding hall to cancel it.
What? You canceled my wedding?
Yes, but don't worry. I've already notified all the invited guests. Well, there will be a cancellation fee, but that can't be helped. I'll have Kevin pay for it.
I haven't heard anything from Kevin. Did you cancel on your own?
Oh, I'll make sure to tell Kevin later. I'm sure he'll be happy to hear it. I'm sure he doesn't want to have a wedding with a woman who cheats on her fiancé.
Thank you very much.
Huh?
I'm so glad. Now I don't have to get married.
Huh? What do you mean?
To be honest, I was wondering if I should have the wedding.
What?
Kevin said before that we didn't have to live together with his parents. But now, he's saying that we should live together after all. He even asked me to quit my job if we get married. Well, there are many other things, so I'm starting to think that maybe I shouldn't marry him.
Really?
That's why I'm glad you canceled the wedding.
Well, that kind of pisses me off. I thought you'd be sad that I canceled it. I didn't expect you to be happy. Well, now that I'm rid of my cocky daughter-in-law, I'm going to have a family celebration with Kevin and my husband tonight. Hey, Ashley.
Melissa, what's going on so early in the morning?
Hey, what the hell is this? Last night, my husband suddenly said he's divorcing me.
Oh my, weren't you celebrating last night?
How could we celebrate? My husband couldn't forgive me for canceling the wedding without his permission. He was furious, packed his bags and left.
Well, you decided all by yourself without consulting anyone.
But it's your fault that you were unfaithful. Why was my husband so angry? I don't get it at all.
Did you tell your husband that I was cheating on Kevin?
Of course I did. I told him that you were having a date at a cafe in front of the station, but pretended that it was a business meeting. I told him the whole truth.
No wonder your husband got angry.
What?
The person I was meeting with, he's an employee of your husband's company.
What?
Your husband knew that the person in charge and I were meeting outside the office.
Oh no. The guy you were meeting with was from my husband's company? Why didn't you tell me earlier?
I tried to tell you, but you assumed I was having an affair, and you wouldn't listen to me.
But I'm sure you were trying to marry my son for his money, right? You wanted to be a parasite on Kevin, who worked for a big company. You thought you'd enjoy being a housewife after marriage, didn't you?
That's your fantasy, Melissa.
What part of that is a fantasy?
My annual income is $1 million.
$1 million?
I make many times more than Kevin does. It's impossible for me to marry him for his money, isn't it?
That's a lie.
If you don't believe me, check with Kevin.
So Kevin knows that you're making $1 million?
Yes, he knows.
He didn't tell me. Rather, he made it sound like your job is not a big deal.
How can you say that a job making $1 million is not a big deal? Well, I guess he didn't want to admit the fact that I make more money than he does. And by the way, Kevin was the one who cheated on me.
Huh? Kevin cheated on you?
I've suspected it for a while. He seemed to go out a lot at night. We're getting married soon, but his attitude towards me was cold. That's why I hired a professional investigator to look into it. The results were completely black. He was having an affair with a junior colleague.
No way.
I found out right before the wedding, so I was really troubled. If we suddenly canceled the wedding, it would cause trouble for the guests. But then, you took the liberty of calling the wedding hall to cancel the wedding. To be honest, I was relieved. I didn't have to marry a vain, cheating husband.
What's that?
And so, I'm going to be single, and so are you. Let's wish good luck to both of us.
Wait a minute. There's no way I can get through this. Unlike you, I don't earn a penny. I won't be able to survive if my husband abandons me.
Then why don't you work hard and earn money?
It's impossible for me to work at my age.
Melissa, you're still in your 60s. I think you're still young.
Please, Ashley, can you explain the situation to my husband for me? That it was a misunderstanding when I suspected your affair. I need you to convince my husband to stop thinking about divorce.
I don't want to. You'll have to handle this on your own. Well then...
Wait, Ashley! Ashley, marry me after all.
Huh? What happened all of a sudden? The wedding was canceled. I thought there would be no marriage with me.
I apologize for everything that's happened.
What?
I'm sorry for making you live with my parents. I also apologize for trying to get you to quit your job. And for cheating on you.
Oh, so your mother told you, huh?
You never said anything about it. I thought you never found out. But Mom told me you hired an investigator.
Yes, I did. I found out about your affair right before the wedding, so I didn't tell you. I thought maybe if you married me, you'd stop having an affair. I had a faint hope. But thanks to your mother, the wedding was canceled. And I'm glad we were able to break up.
I'm breaking up with the other woman. So I want you to start over with me.
What's the point now? I don't want to start over.
Don't say that.
You didn't want to marry me either, did you? When your mother canceled the wedding, you didn't say anything.
Because I heard from my mother that you cheated on me. I thought it was inevitable that we would break off the engagement.
As for my affair, your mother was wrong.
Yeah, my dad told me. And, I quit my job.
What? Why?
My boss found out I was having an affair with a junior colleague. She can't get fired for cheating. But word spread fast within the company, and all my coworkers looked at me with white eyes. I didn't think I could keep my job under these circumstances, so I voluntarily submitted my resignation.
Oh, really? Is that why you decided to ask me to support you?
No, of course I'll look for a job. But it's not like I'll be able to get a new job anytime soon. You make $1 million. It's no big deal to take care of me alone, right?
Screw you. Why should I have to support you?
Don't be so cold. We promised to get married once, didn't we?
Yes, we did. I regret it so much. I realized how I lack ability to judge people.
Please, I can't ask my dad for help. He got divorced from Mom and moved out. Mom is a stay-at-home mom with no income. You're the only one I can rely on.
You've got to be kidding me. I left a piece of shit like you. There's no way we're starting over.
Ashley?
Oh yes, I'll charge you alimony.
Huh? Alimony?
Of course. You cheated on me while we were engaged.
Whoa, wait. I just quit my job.
I don't give a shit about that. I'm sure you'll be hearing from my lawyer from now on.
Give me a break. I just paid the wedding cancellation fee. I've got nothing in savings.
You can complain to your mother about that.
I can't pay alimony.
I'll make you pay me even if you have to borrow money. Gotta go. Kevin, who was literally penniless, had to borrow money to pay me alimony as expected. He desperately looked for a new job, but he couldn't find one. He is now working part-time at a day job to make ends meet. As for Melissa, after her divorce from her husband, she spent all the money she received from her share of the property in no time at all. So she reluctantly started working part-time. Now Kevin and Melissa are living together in poverty. As for me, I had been living near Melissa's house, but when I separated from Kevin, I moved to a faraway place. Perhaps because I feel more refreshed, I am able to produce better results at work. I am now spending my days with more energy and vitality.